Hey peeps, it's Coach Darnay coming to talk to you today from one of my very favorite places in the world so far, because I haven't been very many places. I'm sure when I get to Greece it'll top this. But for now, this beach right here, Coronado Island in California, is by far one of my special close Zen places, because the beach in Del Mar, you saw that place, right? With the other videos of the Zen place, you saw that place. So you know what I'm talking about when I say I zen out right there. But this place here is special for me because it's close to home and because it allows me to do two things. It allows me to unplug and it allows me to replug. And in my unplugging and replugging, I'm able to get things done. I'm able to actually find a way to get the things that are in my head onto paper, to plan, to become a little bit more precise in what I'm doing, and to move into another space of my reality. I think that is one of the greatest things that I could ever do. And since I am on the beach, you get to hear the sights and sounds of everything around me. The babies, actually, there were a couple babies a little earlier that were a little upset that they had to go home, and then there were the other little ones that were just kind of cool with it, but they were playing everywhere. These are the things, that the sights and the sounds and everything else that makes me realize the bigness of who God is in comparison to myself. Because it's an amazing experience for me to be here. And like I said in the Zen Moments video before, I highly, highly encourage you to find a place where you have Zen moments, where you can literally unplug and replug. But that's not the subject of this video. The subject of this video is a real simple question that I've been asking myself as I've been going through this transition, this change mode, this place where things are just kind of shifting all over the place and purging. The question that I've been asking myself about the various places in my life is, how bad do you want it? I mean, really, how bad do you want to be an international speaker? How bad do you want to be a billionaire? How bad do you want to own the things that you say you want to own? How bad do you want it? How bad do you really want to have everything on your life map? Like, how bad do you want God to bless you beyond your belief, to do the exceedingly and abundantly, to actually fully and truly live in Ephesians 3:20? How bad do you want to do that? So then I had to take inventory of all the things that I want in this world, all the things that I know that I will become, and all the things that I know that I should be able to do. And with all of that, I actually had to do a real assessment and just kind of answer the how bad do you want it a little differently. Because the truth is, to get anything, you have to give up something. So how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to give up your present mindset so that you can have what you want? Or how bad do you really want to be uncomfortable? See, all of those things are a part of the transition from getting where you are to where you want to be. So really and truly, you have to ask yourself those questions. When you're afraid, when you're uncomfortable, when things seem unfamiliar to you and you know that you're on the right path and you know you're doing all the stuff that you want to do and you feel like quitting, that's the question that you ask yourself above all else. How bad do you want it? See, I wanted success and the life that I knew I could live. I wanted the beach. I wanted no snow so bad that I was willing to walk away from everybody that I knew and loved, everything that I was comfortable doing, everybody and every place that I had been in my sheltered world, and move 3,000 miles away from the comfort of my mother and my sister and my brother and my nieces and nephews and my family nucleus and my church family and my church friends and my school friends and my high school. I left everything. But I left everything because I wanted this life bad enough to do it. I wanted to test the ideas that God had been giving me all those years that I couldn't test where I was. I wanted the opportunities that I would never be able to get ever living where I was in Detroit. Not because Detroit is not full of opportunities, and there are opportunities all around us, but are they the right opportunities for you to get you where you need to be in life? See, right now, I am living in the middle of the beginning of the transition. So the purge is happening. And while the purge is happening, I'm realizing the importance of really honing in on how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And what are you willing to give to get it? See, how bad? I used to pray a while ago, a long time ago, and I still pray it now, but not as much as I used to pray it. But every once in a while, when I feel myself tugging back into the old things of, man, it would be easy if I just went home. Man, it would be easy if I did this. Man, it would be easier if I did that. When I feel myself beginning to get in those places and in those spaces, I ask myself, how bad do you really want to be her? See, when I was really sad, when I didn't like my life, when I didn't love myself, when I didn't love anything about anything that had to do with anything that was about me, other than my family, because you gotta love your family, and other than my friends, because you gotta love your friends, right? But those people are outside of me. They are not inside of me, and they don't make up my nucleus of who I am as a person on the inside. And I didn't like any of that stuff. So when I didn't like any of those things about me, I used to ask God, please make me her. Make me the woman that you saw when you formed me in secret in my mother's womb. Like, really make me her. Like, give me the voice that I need to have in order to be able to do what I need to do. Give me the opportunities. Connect me with the people. Make me her. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care what I have to lose to gain her. Make me her. And in that transition of becoming her, I have fallen in love with me again. Maybe for the first time, I've really and truly woken up, awakened to who I am as a person. I know some people say that comes when you're 40, right? That comes when you get in your 40s. You kind of lose your stuff and you get yourself grounded and you get to this and you get to that. They say that happens, but it doesn't happen for everybody, because I know some 40-year-olds that don't have it, that are still searching for what they have to be and do in life. And I now have been blessed with enough understanding as to who I am and my mission in life that I get to help millions of people all over the world through YouTube videos, through seminars, through other things that are coming down the line, through conferences and tapes and DVDs and teaching series and all kinds of stuff, books and everything that I have that's in me. I get to actually do that. But I had to want this life bad enough to leave that life. And the first part of leaving that life was not easy. It wasn't easy. I remember the first 2.5 years I cried. Pretty much every day. Pretty much for the first 1.5 years I cried every day. Then maybe the second year, I stopped crying every day, and I would cry like once every 2 weeks. The first few months that I was here, I couldn't even FaceTime with my mother. I couldn't, for a long time, I couldn't do those things because I ached for what I knew so bad that there were times when if I had just saw her face, I would have just fallen apart, bought a plane ticket, and went back. Because it's easy to go back in the first part of the transition when you're not truly committed to the change that you are seeking. But when I would cry, I would ask myself, how bad do you want this, Renee? How bad do you want this life that you keep saying that you want, that's here for you? You left and you told a dude who was 6 foot something and gorgeous, I just want my net to break. So I'm not leaving you. I'm actually leaving to go find my stuff. And I want my net to break. So I have to go out into the deep of my life in order to get that. So now I'm out in the deep of my life and I'm floundering, right? Floundering. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kind of like the birds are kind of everywhere. That was a really good example. Thank you, birds. But at the same time, I had to find my place in the wind like they do. I had to find my place in the flock like they do. I actually had to find a flock because I didn't have it when I got here. I didn't have community. I didn't have people that I could reach out and touch and love on and they would love me back. I didn't have that. I had to find that. I had to re-find everything that made me me. I had to lose some stuff in terms of my understanding and my thought processes and what I know about things that I thought I knew that I didn't even know. I had to lose all of that stuff. I had to lose some sleep. I had to lose weight. Thank God I lost that weight, but I had to lose weight. And it didn't come off because, I was working at it. It came off because in the transition, I was losing so much, weight just came off. But I wanted it bad enough. And I want what I have coming to me bad enough to go through the purge. To let go of everything that I need to let go to get a hold of everything that's coming to me. This is the year of abundant rain, peeps. Make no mistake. This is not for the faint of heart. I've said that before. But believe, trust, and know. Just like I was at a meeting yesterday and I met a complete stranger who, after I left the mic, said to me, you don't have what you need to build the business that you want before you that you see before you right now, but trust yourself and trust and know that the God who began a very great work in you, he won't stop until it's completely done. So as long as you keep putting in your stuff, and giving him your stuff and letting him change your stuff to his stuff, continuing to make me her, is what she basically said, then I actually get to have and see the end results of the good work. That's how bad I want it. I'm willing to let everything that is not going to fit in that world go. I'm willing to let everybody that's not going to fit in that world go. Because the truth of the matter is that place is my platform to reach millions. And I'm not willing to allow millions to die so I can be comfortable. So, that's the big moment of life in 4G. Understanding how bad you want it. Understanding how much it means to you to have the things that are supposed to be yours, that you are supposed to do. And when I say have the things, I don't necessarily mean material things, but I get a worldwide platform because I'm giving up my stuff that made me somebody I didn't even like in the first place. And I get to do that. I get to bless you with videos. And I bless myself as well because I get to actually help you. So, continue moving forward, peeps. I'm going to go. The sun is about to set. It's kind of getting cold out here in the beach. And I just wanted to say, Life in 4G is living in God, living a life of giving, living a life of gratitude, and living unapologetically in your greatness. How bad do you want it? Are you willing to give up everything that you know about you to have everything that God saw you would be when He made you? Bye.